Hi, back again. Okay, in this video, I wanted to talk to you about forgiveness. I'm kind of running through with you all the things that are involved in the healing process and in spiritual divine, getting to spiritual divine alignment and becoming the master creator of your life, creator of your feelings, your thoughts, your feelings, and your experience, basically. So part of that process I also wanted to speak about was forgiveness. Now, the reason forgiveness is important is because, we spoke about thoughts and feelings, and a lot of times in life, when we're in this 3D human experience, things happen to us, right? We do things to others, obviously, and things are done to us in our 3D human experience. And part of this healing process is to, when we're working through, when we have our awareness of our thoughts, and we have an awareness that they create our feelings, right? We also have thoughts and feelings related to experiences that we've had, right? With other people and or with ourselves, right? People do things to us, and hurt us in ways we inadvertently hurt others, either intentionally or unintentionally, right? And sometimes these are big issues, right? And cause blockages. Like I spoke about the chakras and having them all be in an alignment. And forgiveness is usually a pretty big block. And why is that? I'm sure you've heard people speak about being hurt by someone in life and how they hate the person now and or they want to get back at the person now. There's all kinds of, things that people say when they're hurt, right? And have felt hurt by someone and have felt victimized by someone or been victimized by an experience as well, right? And we can victimize ourselves in some experiences, right? Where we self-sabotage ourselves when there's things that we want or that are presented to us and are gifts to us and we don't feel worthy and we reject those things. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the self-love video, but for these purposes here, forgiveness is big in all these areas, right? And a lot of times people think, I could never forgive that person. The hurt was so deep and so big that there's no way I could forgive them. I'll never forgive them. If it's a person, and it's even harder when it's ourselves, right? Because sometimes we have to forgive ourselves for what we've done that if we had to do over, we wouldn't do it again. And we carry it with us, right? Because we did things that we're not proud of or that we, wouldn't choose at this point in time with the knowledge that we have now and the wisdom that we have now. But forgiveness is big because when we harbor resentments and anger, toxicity, revenge, right? When I spoke about, emotions and their vibrational frequency, when we live in this place of, revenge, trying to get back at people, shame of what we've done ourselves, anger, all those emotions that go with being hurt or victimized by ourselves or others. We vibrationally operate at a lower frequency. So it doesn't serve us to carry the burden with us for ourselves or others. and to raise your vibration and to live a more centered and balanced and peaceful life, we have to talk about forgiveness. And a lot of people think that forgiveness is condoning what someone else did to us, and or what we've done to ourselves, right? But forgiveness is about letting it go. Just letting it go. Like, it happened in the past. Everything does happen for a reason. We might not know what the reason is at the time. And if we're living in an egocentric 3D experience, we might not see it, right? We might, but we might not either. But the point is, everything that happens is there to teach us through another person. We do it ourselves, whatever it is. Everything that happens in our lives is to teach us and to evolve us, to make us stronger and better equipped for either the next phase of our lives, the next step of our lives, or, to evolve our soul, right, for our next journey, whatever you believe, right? But forgiveness is just letting ourselves free from thinking about it and ruminating over it and carrying the burden with us where it's a heavy load. Self-forgiveness is the hardest, in my opinion. Forgiving others, to me, is a little easier because we don't know what people have gone through and what their experience has been. We can project a story onto them based upon what has happened that hurt us, that needs forgiveness. But we don't really know. So when we can step out of it and just forgive, just as we've heard, people don't know what they do to others. Sometimes we can hurt others and not even know that we hurt them. We had no intention of hurting them, but whatever their experience was that we triggered in them, some feeling or response or reaction, and they feel victimized by us, we could hurt them and victimize, and we don't even know that we did it, right? So just coming from that place, to free ourselves from judgment of ourselves and others and letting go of whatever happened in the past. Happened for a reason. It got us to where we are at this moment. We're a changed person because of it. Everything happens and it changes us to make us better and stronger. If you want to believe that, you can believe what you want to believe about it, right? But when we forgive and just say, you know what, I let it go. It happened. I worked through it. I processed it. We were all doing the best we could, and I'm moving forward in my life. I'm releasing that. I'm letting it off of my shoulders so that I can move forward in peace. That's the goal of forgiveness. That's the goal right there. I mean, obviously, people really hurt other people, and people think that they could never forgive someone for what they did. But it happened for a reason, to change everybody. So there are techniques to work through for forgiveness, which we can get into in a little more detail in when we work together specifically. But from an awareness perspective, that thinking about forgiveness is really just releasing ourselves from the burden of carrying it with us every day. And when we release it, you'll notice that you might still think about it, might still come up, but maybe not as frequently, and eventually it'll release itself from our thoughts and from our daily experiences, and it might be, weekly, monthly, then you might not think about it for a year or, 5 years, whatever. That's the goal, right, is to just gradually detach from it and release it. So I did want to talk to you about that and to just mention that that's something that's part of the healing process, is forgiving of ourselves and others. And I'm sure when we step out of ourselves and look at it from another person's perspective, if we've hurt someone inadvertently, we didn't even know that we hurt them, it wasn't a conscious act to hurt someone else. I would want forgiveness if I've hurt someone and I didn't even know that I hurt them, right? And then a vice versa type of situation. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on forgiveness, because it's big and it is part of getting to that peaceful, centered place that we all benefit from. Okay? Leave a comment down below. See you in the next video. Bye.